Hey guys, it's Max Convexity. Hope everyone's having a great evening. Let's look at this. Let's look at this tracking error report for tonight. I'm going to say right off the bat, my freaking favorite fund, QQQY, was the big winner of the day. Look at this. Nasdaq was up 43 basis points. QQQY actually outperformed. These usually don't outperform the benchmark, and over any period of time, they will not outperform the benchmark. But on a daily basis, sometimes they can, especially these ones that use these daily options because they get this big, juicy premium. I really can't see any downside of using daily options. No one's been able to give me a downside, or I haven't heard an argument for a downside in using daily options yet. Like I always say, for every good quality in investing, there's always a counterpart, a bad quality. So I'm sure there is one. Maybe I'm just blind, but or I guess what it is what it is you don't get that much upside. That's what it is. But man, in a market that goes sideways or down, you just kill it. Anyway, all right. So let's look and see what everything else did. Okay, so RYLD and IWMY, there's no way they're both a 0% change. I just don't believe that. It's what it says, though. I just usually whenever something looks wrong, it means that I've punched something in wrong. But I mean, that looks right. I don't know. Anyway, the index was down 36 basis points, so we'll take it. They were both big outperformers. IWMY's daily options, it outperformed by 36 basis points. That's awesome. You know, QQQY daily options, it outperformed by 2 basis points, but that's still good. Look at poor old little JEPQ, which is a great fund. But I mean, it got dogged today. It only picked up 17 basis points. Over time, though, and in a big up market, JEPQ will perform better than QQQY. But in a sideways or a down market, I would expect QQQY to outperform JEPQ. All right, FEPI, I had a bad number yesterday when I told you there was a big underperformer. It wasn't. I had a bad data point in there. So FEPI actually outperformed also, and actually on a percentage basis has outperformed its index more than QQQY did. Now FEPI isn't a Nasdaq stock. It does have all Nasdaq stocks, but it actually tracks something called the Selective FANG Innovation Index, and here's a chart of that index with 30-minute bars. You can see it was up 19. So it's like a Nasdaq. What it basically is a FANG index. It has all the FANG stocks plus some other communication stocks, and it has no Coinbase in it. That's why it's been doing so well compared to the YieldMax funds. The YieldMax funds have crypto exposure different places, crypto and DeFi exposure. This is just FANG and it's old world. I say old world. It's just it's companies like AVGO and it's communication companies, big internet tech and communication companies. Um, but it has Netflix in it. It has Tesla in it, of course, because Tesla's FANG. All right, so let's get back to the tracking error report. All right, so let's look over here. Upper left side is the S&P high yield complex or universe, however you want to look at it. So the S&P was up, call it 30 basis points today, but we had three outperformers: JEPY with the daily options, JEPI with the monthly options, ISPI. iSpy uses monthly options also. Nice day, guys. SPY was an underperformer, and XYLD got murdered today on a relative basis. It was still up, so. All right. You do see over time XYLD is a big underperformer, or I shouldn't say that. It's a big lagger. These all underperform. That's what happens when you sell options. You're going to underperform on a total return basis, but you can still lag more than other ones can. And XYLD is traditionally a big laggard. All right, let's look here at the single stock HTFs. I added a couple. I had a suggestion. Somebody wrote me a comment and said put Infly and Sky in there. I totally forgot about those two. And just on my own today, I was thinking, well, how come I don't have GUI in here? Isn't that one? And I'm sure there's other ones I'm missing. Send it to me in the comments if you guys notice one. We probably ought to put the curve funds in there too. The only curve fund I have is TSLP, because I like to compare that with Tesla or Tesla. Tesla uses weekly options. TSLP uses monthly options. So I think it's interesting to look at both of them together. I had to put them on a line right underneath each other so it's easier to compare. Maybe I'll rework this spreadsheet. Anyway, let's look at the underperformers and outperformers. So Tesla was definitely an underperformer. NVIDIA was a outperformer. Coney was, Coney was an outperformer. Hell yeah, good job, Coinbase. Coinbase was down 3 points. Coney's only down 2 points. Nice job. That's the way it's supposed to work. OARC was about even. AMZ was, about even. Call that even. Aptly was a big underperformer today, to the tune of about 30%, 28%, I guess. Look at this, AMDY, big outperformer today. Nice job, AMDY. TSLP was an underperformer. MRNY was about in line with its underline. MSFO was a slight underperformer. I don't know why it's so hard for me to do these right. It's not brain surgery. I mean, I don't know why every freaking time I have to change 2 or 3. Maybe the prices change after hours or something. Maybe I did these too early, and I don't know. That's what I'd like to think, because it's just not freaking brain surgery. And if someone tell me if there's a formula, there's probably a formula to make it do it automatically. Just put whichever one's a higher number in green, and if it's a lower number in red. Somebody knows the formula for that or knows how to do it. I think it's called conditional formatting. I just don't know the trick on that. All right. PP was an outperformer. FBY was in line. Nothing to see there. Good job, DISO. It hasn't been doing great lately. I think it was an underperformer yesterday, but today they're making some of that up. Infly was perfectly in line, pretty much. Sky, SQY, was a big outperformer. Nice job, Sky. That's a pretty big difference there. Nice job. And then finally we have GUI. Big underperformer on GUI. All right, guys, that's it for the tracking report. See you tomorrow night. Have a good one.